The topic is video transport across the generic network. Module 5 Multimedia communication across the network. The emergence of digital storage and transmission of video, which will be driven by the availability of the fast hardware circuits with the affordable price. Through the standardization, the hardware price and storage and the transmission of video networks, everything will be come into the economic level due to the standardization of compression algorithm techniques. Suppose you have the movie of 100 GB, in the sense we cannot able to go for a transmission, and if we want to transmit the 100 GB movie, in the sense, then large number of hardwares are required and storage is required, higher number of bandwidth is required. So after introduction of the compression algorithm, the standardization in the compression algorithm, the prices are reduced, hardware prices are reduced. The transmission of the digital video is very economic, because the digital video is used in many applications, which is ranging from video conferencing, where the interactive communication is taking place, from that point to video on demand. That means where several users can access the video information which is stored in the central location. For example, in server, video on demand, you are demanding the videos which is stored in the server. So each application has different requirements in terms of bitrate, end-to-end delay and jitters. So ATM technology, which is targeted to be used with the broadband ISDN, and which will allow the flexible delivery of multimedia informations, accommodating many different delays and bitrate requirements. The goal is not only present the exhaustive survey of issues concerning with the video transmission across the generic networks, and also we have to concentrate in general ideas which will have many complexions which is produced in the video transmissions. The video application involves real-time display of the decoded sequences, the transmission across the constant bitrate channel, which requires the constant end-to-end delay between the time that encoder process a frame and time at which the same frame is available at the decoder. Because of the channel rate is constant, it will be necessary to buffer the variable rate informations which is generated by the video encoder. The size of the buffer memory will depends upon the acceptable end-to-end delay, and it is necessary to provide the rate control mechanism that will ensure the overflow, and the lower the video quality for the scenes of the high complexity in order to avoid the overflow. The simplest approach to rate control the deterministic mapping of each buffer occupancy, and we can define the various levels. Some models of the coder, in order to propose that existing rate prediction model in order to drive the buffer control. Some other cases which is ideal from the control theory, which is used to devise the buffer controller. In general, You can say the buffer controller is designed for a particular encoding system, and the scheme dependent tend to be introduced. The goal of all the algorithm is nothing but to maximize the receiver quality given the available resources. While talking about the ISDN, which offers both circuit switched and packet switched channels, the video transmission uses circuit chip switched channel. This is the case for most video conferencing products. The transmission capacity available to the end user contains throughout the duration of the call. The main advantage of this approach is reliability, and it will produce the guaranteed quality of services. And the computer network, in the sense the video manipulated in any type of data, the video data is packetized and routed through the network, sharing the transmission resources with available services like remote login, file transfer, transmission resources, and other kind of informations. The same protocols can be used. Either it may be implemented with the help of LAN network or WAN network, or with both point to point multi point communications. The ATM networks seek to provide the best both by allowing the flexibility and efficiency of the computer networks, while providing the sufficient guarantees to permit the reliable transmission of real-time services. So ATM technique, which allows the flexible use of capacity, permitting the dynamic routing and reuse of bandwidth. Because of this video compression algorithm, which will produce the variable number of bits, periods of low activity of one source can be reused by other source. So this reduction can be done in case of a technique we called as statistical multiplexing gain, SMG. If all the services are used their maximum capacity simultaneously, the packet might be lost, so transmission also be guaranteed most of the time. The best effort characteristics of the computer network, when the ATMs are designed to allow the quality of service parameters, at least statistically. ATM is aimed to accommodate very heterogeneous services, allowing the customized set of quality parameters, and the design should be able to support both the best effort network protocols as well as the circuit switched connections. Although the quality of service parameters are real-time data or non-real-time data, the only factor is the video transmission system. The video differs from other type of the data with acceptable transmission quality. That can be achieved even some of the data is lost also. The effect of packet loss, which can be applicable in results of retransmission, that can be reduced the video case, that can be reduced in suppose in case of video with appropriate encoding strategies, with the technique we call it as error concealment technique. Since the video encoders produce the variable rates, the key factor in the admission control problem is to find out the statistical model for the expected bit rates. So for that we are using the Markov chain model, The decision on whether to admit the call based upon the expected performance network. And admission control is very simple for the circuit switched network because the transmission resources are constant throughout the duration of the call. Only issue is to find out whether the currently unused resources are sufficient to carry additional call. If they are sufficient, then the call will be completed, otherwise the call will be rejected. In the end ATM environment, the resources are needed by each service change over time. The main problem is to estimate the likelihood resources will be insufficient to the guarantee of quality of services. So best effort networks that will not perform the admission control but insufficient in quality of services. So admission control, it is the part of the negotiation process between the user and the network in order to set up the connection. The function called UPC, that is nothing but usage parameter control, for preventing the source from unwillingly exceeding the traffic parameters negotiated at the call setup. For instance, if certain peak cell rate has been agreed upon the policing mechanism that may consist of counter that tracks the peak rate, and we have some negotiated values. The voice encoding algorithms for ATM transmission need to be rebosed to the packet classes. That can be achieved by using encoding scheme is called multi-resolution encoding scheme, along with the different levels of priorities of the cells corresponding to each resolution. So multi-resolution scheme separates the information into two or more layers. The coarse layer contains the rough approximation of the full resolution image or sequence. The detailed resolution provides the additional information needed to reconstruct the decoder, and the coarse resolution sequence is obtained by reducing the spatial or temporal resolution. And the advantage of the multi-resolution encoding scheme is the information packetized into two classes. The coarse resolution will be transmitted using high priority packets, while detailed resolution will send with low priority one. Another advantage is they enable the efficient error concealment techniques. The idea is to use the available information, the packets were not lost and missing the informations. When multi-resolution coding is used, the information decoded from only the lower resolution layer, it is maybe sufficiently good. Other approaches have been proposed involving the informations. So ATM transmission provides the possibility of the transmitting the variable number of bits frames that can make the use of rate control technology. The transmission is set by some limits of like a traffic characteristics, where due to some loss of packets, but rate control is still it is necessary. The rate control entails the changing the rate produced by the encoder and rate shaping networks. Thank you.